Wow. What's good, everybody, man? Back on the YouTube again. You know, it's your boy C for 3. Y'all know I do this astrological basketball talks. And today, quick video about to tell you guys, you know, what we should have learned this Aries season, as Aries season is on its way out of here right now. We got like a couple days left. I'm making this video today. It's April 17th, 2023. And it's been a minute since I did a spiritual video, so I'm gonna make it pop right now. So, yeah, what we should have learned this Aries season has been real active. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of new things starting. There's a lot of ways you can look at this. So, I'm going to just start off talking about what is Aries season. A lot of people know, Aries season. It's a fire sign, you know what I'm saying? So, first of all, it's the first zodiac sign. It's a fire sign, So, right now, off the bat, if you've been living in a cold state like me, y'all forgive me, man. It's early. I'm just waking up and shit. I just had the urge to do this, like, Aries season. I just had the urge to get something going, get something started. So, right now, I want to say Aries season. Like I said, it's a fire sign. You want to get things going. It's the first zodiac sign. So, right now, if you've been living in a cold state like me or a cold place, cold venue, you know what I'm saying? It feels good to feel spring right now. It feels good to get out. I played basketball for the first time in, like, 5 months the other day. Feels good. To get out, get active, get running, get energetic, shooting some shots. That's what Aries is about, having that energy, having that passion again. And it's the first sign of spring. So it's just like when the flowers start to spring forward, we start to spring forward, spring into action. So it's all about action right now. The first thing you should learn this Aries season is how important fucking action is. And it's funny right now. I'm sitting somewhere where there's a lot of army people at right now, and then you can say also Aries signs. It rules war, house of war, worship. If you want to look at the 10th house, which is a square to the first house, I'm talking deep astrology right now. The 10th house would be governmental war or governmental affairs, but the Aries is all about our personal war with ourselves. Like, it's a war to get up in the morning and make this video. Sometimes it's a war for some people to what I want to say. It's just a war. Life is a war, right? Like, we're all our personal self, right? So Aries rules the first house. It's a competition. Life is a competition. It's a war to get a job, right? Sometimes it's a war to be the head of your family, right? Sometimes it's a war to get siblings or parents or even co-workers, friends, colleagues, whatever you want to call it, to listen to your idea. It's always a war within the self to even believe in yourself and to prove yourself. So there's always this thing we all know in this world. There's always a self thing here, and that's what we can learn about. The first lesson we can learn in Aries season, I wrote this down, is self-reliance and self-identity. Like, just now the earth, it's time for the flowers to rely on themselves to grow again. It's time for the animals to rely on themselves to go get that food again. And the birds that's back from the winter that's back here, it's time for them to rely on how to make those nests or whatever. Just like us humans, it's on us to really sometimes promote ourselves, right? It's on us to fucking sometimes put ourselves forward. Sometimes we rely too much on friends, families, other houses of the zodiac to push us forward, right? So we might be lacking that. So Aries season can teach us that, self-reliance and self-identity, who we are right now. It's not the winter time right now, so it's not really that time when you have to rely on people. You have to rely on, who you stay with to stay warm, who you got to stay with to get food. Or you really can't go out and exercise or do what you want to do. I actually understand more of the zodiac and the seasonal elements that everything is tied into based on living in a cold state now. Like, I understand there's so many things you have to rely on other people. Like, for example, in the colder seasons, you have to rely on the snow plows, right? Like, if you don't have snow plows in your area, or if you don't have that equipment, you have to rely on that, like a big rely. And we have to rely on people every day, don't get me wrong. But when it's cold out, you really realize it, because it's like, man, I'm cold as a bitch. I don't even got like the strength or the fire to do it, because we don't even have no fire in the winter season per se. If you think about it, Sagittarius is the last fire, and then it goes Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, the 3 months of winter. So real deep summation if you think about it. But So right now, Aries season, you know, who are you? Who you want to be? You know, it's the astrological new year. Forgive me, astrological new year. Who the fuck you want to be setting up this year? All that shit from 2022 is officially about to fade down the side. You know what I'm saying? We got a solar eclipse coming up right now. And like a couple days on 420, you know, 420, shout out to all my potheads, my people who smoke, my people who understand you got to smoke to get over the shit, you know, smoke the herb. God put that here for us. You know, he put that fire to the earth and you get that wind. You might need something to drink to heal yourself. But yeah, got a solar eclipse on 420. So solar eclipses push us forward. It's going to be a solar eclipse on the cusp of Aries and Taurus. So we're going to be going really forward with the energy of who we are with our self-reliance and self-identity and how to make money with that right now. A lot of people going to start thinking about that because Taurus energy is already in the air. We already having Mercury and Taurus right now. So, yeah, who are you? What you want to do? You know, what projects you want to start? All that old shit from last year, let it go to the wayside. You know, fight for yourself. Always have that passion. And I'm an Aries rising, just to say, so I feel passionate about always making Aries videos during Aries seasons, trying to get more consistent on my YouTube, starting out before this solar eclipse, because like I say, solar eclipses push us forward, and I'm an Aries rising, so I'm always trying to be forward pioneering with things. But as an Aries rising, I know I always have a lot of battles to fight, physically, mentally, and spiritually, which is why I love to teach about spiritual warfare. And so on a spiritual tip right now, you got to ask yourself, do I really have the internal testitude fires to fight the battles I need right now to be who I need to be in life from my inner self? You know, the car is nice, the watch is nice, the house is nice, the bitches is nice, vice versa. If you're a woman watching this video, getting niggas is nice, nice purse, nice handbag, shoes, all that is nice. But, you know, we all have our internal being. We all have an internal person that we need to look out for. So we got to ask ourselves this Aries season, what does my internal person also want me to do this year to reach my, what you want to say, like on Dragon Ball Z, my final form, my full level, my full potential. You know, you always got to keep that in mind in Aries season, because we're not going to have this fire again into Leo. And I always tell people, I have a lot of fire in my chart. I have Aries and Leo energy, so I'm definitely fiery. I'm definitely passionate, going, and motivated. You know, you definitely want to stay motivated in Aries season right now. That's what we're about. So another thing I want to bring up this Aries season, you know, which is really big, really prominent right now. A lot of people can relate to this right now. We definitely been seeing a lot of rituals. You know, I'm not really talking about the occultic too much. I can, but we definitely seeing a lot of rituals. I mean, I can't even tell you who died. The guy from John Wick died. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that's going to set off. This is one of the things that's going to set off these rituals. And that John Wick movie came out. We had the Covenant school shooting in Aries season. So you can also see how they're trying to start up the certain bullshits again in the cultogram. And that's just my viewpoint, you know. Not to put the finger on anybody, but we live in a bullshit world. Like, let's just be real. You know, all my Christians and people who read the Bible, one thing I say about Aries season, you can see how the spiritual warfare is around too that we have to fight in. Like, it comes a time when we have to realize there's a good fight and there's an evil fight. Aries season, pick your side, because you can definitely see what's going on. Oh yeah, the Cash App guy is down too, and he died. So I'm gonna make a separate video for the Cash App guy, because I got a big thought pattern about him. But you know, you definitely see the bloodshed that Aries is about, you know, just like in the Bible, you know. I think it was Abraham's about to sacrifice Isaac, or one of his sons, and then God had a ram in the bush, letting you know that it's kind of these astrological stories and these things, they add up. So during that time, I feel like God was testing him to be like, who are you? Are you really a follower of me? Or are you really a follower for yourself and maybe for the lower deities that we call Satan and the devil? You know, it's all energetic work, if you ask me. That's why I think these things could be real if it's all energetic work. You know, so this Aries season, another thing I want to talk before I get too off track about that, because my mind always be racing. But we definitely been seeing a lot of rituals, you know, and RIP those kids in the Covenant school shooting. That was very crazy. You know, it's like we get into a place now. I'm going to just say this right now. We get into a place now. We seeing transgender shooters. We seeing gay shooters. We seeing other people other than, I guess, black or the troubled white teen, you know, shooting up people now. So it's like we in the world now. You can't really judge it based on the physical form too much. You got to know the spirit that people carries. Like I say, this Aries season, you know, self-reliance and self-identity. And I mean that on the internal tip also. Like, who are you internally? Like, your self-fire. Where do you get that self-fire? Where do you get that self-flame from? You know, it used to be a movie back in the day. I think it was before the Avengers. I think it was the Fantastic Four. They had this dude called the Human Torch. He would just fucking flame on all the time. So you got to ask yourself what it is inside of you that your soul needs to flame on. There's so many people walking around Aries season that's going to feel lonely and sad. And I'm about to tell you why. Because the second point that you need to learn this Aries season, besides self-reliance and self-identity, is how we relate to others via a relationship. You know, so the second point here is what you should have learned this Aries season is how do you relate to others via relationships, right? And I brought a shadow card with me to help prove this point. What we should have learned Aries season. What should we have learned? Because I feel like Aries season, even people know this as I was a kid, there's a reason for the season. You know, everything happens for a reason in the season. There's a time for everything under the sun. Shout out to the book of Ecclesiastics, you know. So what have we been learning this time? You know, we learn self-reliance, self-identity, who we are. If you on a higher tip of this right now, you already know what you about to shut up and fucking do for the rest of this year. You know, if you a basketball player right now, shout out to the playoffs. You know, like Austin Reeves, I'm him. Shout out to Austin Reeves. You know, that's what you do. Big Aries energy. Boom, 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 boom. Shoot that bit. And he said he been a hooper. He said, I'm him. So that's big self-reliance, self-identity. You know, he a white boy in the league. Shout out to all my white boy hoopers out there. Anybody. You know, it's not all about race. That's what I'm saying. It's about that self-identity, that self-reliance on the inside. Because, yeah, I'm not going to say the outside body and shell doesn't play a part, but that's just until your mind and your Mercury gets through a lot of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things are programmed to us through the TV screens and through the music to stop you from going internal and vibing high and really figuring out how to get through this matrix. That's just my point of view. So I brought a shadow card to help describe my point on why you need to transcend also self-reliance and self-identity and how you relate to others via a relationship. Then I brought the Four of Wands right here. You know, you see these people right here. That's the card we in right now, last decan of Aries right now. If you know your astrology deep, if you know your signs deep, you know your degrees, shout out to you. But we're in the last decan of Aries season. So after you go on your self journey, you kind of want to come home and, you know, get with your people, get with your homestand and see who you got on your team and really see what's good out here. You know, you really want to see how you relate to others right here. You really want to see how you relate to others. This could be friends, or it could be friends, family, co-workers, family members, you know, anybody good in your life, friends, strangers, just people in the community too. You know, you really want to, after you take that good old solo journey that Aries season is all about, that I can do it myself. I'm a hard head, I'm a hot head, I'm a leader, I'm a pioneering spirit, domineering. You know what I'm saying? I'm a famous Aries person. Who is a fucking famous Aries person? I can't even think, y'all. Man, for some reason, I want to say Chris Rock is an Aries, and he got slapped in Aries season. I was telling people that about him and Will Smith like last year. Who's a famous Aries person? I know Shaq is an Aries rising, very domineering personal spirit. Who's a fucking famous Aries? I can't even think in the middle of my video, y'all. Who is a fucking famous Aries? I can't even think right now. All right. Perfect. Famous Aries, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Most points in NBA history. He first in NBA history in scoring. Well, he was until LeBron broke it, my bad. And think about LeBron who broke it. I know astrology deep. LeBron has an Aries moon, so it could be really tapped in. LeBron is a Capricorn, so he will climb the ladder like the GOAT to get that, knock that down. And, you know, break that. Both have Aries placements. Like I said, if you know about Aries, it's about being first. It's about being number one, pioneering, domineering spirit. So back to my original point. After you do all that, right? After you break all the records, and after that, and we can see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar doing it, it's all about how do you relate to other people in your homestand, your community, where you at? You know, what good energies can you bring back? Because it's still a fire sign, so people love to see it. People need to see that golden aura. You know, most of the fire signs cards have a good little energy of them. Except Sagittarius have more of a traveling spirit energy and a fighting spirit energy and wisdom energy spirit to it. But this Aries one, all the Aries cards definitely have more of a oranger, brighter, fiery hue to them when you see these shadow cards. Let you know right now in Aries season, you do need to relate. And the number one reason for that is because the opposite of Aries is Libra. You know what I'm saying? So this is why this season, you need to see how you relate to others via relationships. You might see a lot of people right now start showing off their partners. You might see a lot of people right now start going on dates. You might see a lot of people right now start falling in love with their relationships. Or you might see a lot of people start being angry in relationships or want to break away from them. Whichever way you look at it, because it's the opposite of Aries, you're going to see how you relate to others right now in Aries season. Or that's what you should have been learning this Aries season. If you don't have somebody, you might have been like, oh, fuck, I understand why I don't. Like, blase, blase, blah. Or if you're with somebody, you could look at them and be like, I'm this type of individual, they're that type of individual. I can see why they work good together. And a funny summation about this is that Ashley, you know what I'm saying, the girl I'm talking to with, bless her soul, you know what I'm saying, beautiful lady, you know, she was talking about how we probably, if we wasn't together, if we wasn't talking the way we are in our relationship, how we rock, how we roll, you know, we probably would have saw each other in a past life as comedians or some shit. I was like, girl, what? But that because, you know, we both got the same type of spirit of keeping things lighthearted. You know what I'm saying? Lighthearted energy. I got what she was saying. So, man, it's funny that she brought that up during Aries season. So I'm telling people, if you really tapped in with astrology, you really know your chart, the other person's chart, or even if you don't even know the chart, you just know something simple as where the sun is today and where the moon is today. You can kind of just figure out kind of how things are flowing, what lessons I need to learn, the reason for this season, you know, like they say, the old folks say, you know, there's a reason for everything. There's a time for everything, you know. So I really do believe that wholeheartedly using this. So, you know, right now, pay attention to your relationships. Pay attention to who you have good energy with. Because the people you have good energy with in Aries season is the people that's going to carry you through the year. This is the beginning of the year. This is the first month of 2023, the first cycle, the first play. And we already seen the government occultic showing us a lot of rituals through celebrities, through sports, through movies, through school shootings, and through a lot of positive things too also. Like some positive that happened. I mean, I guess you can always say there's positive things happen. That's what I want to say about the program. And there's always positive things that's happening. You have to tap in and pay attention to it. There's always positive things happening. They're just not broadcast all the time because that's the mind control, you know, of Aries season on the negative side. If you was to flip this upside down, you know, don't make these motherfuckers want to come home. Don't make them work hard and have a journey and have nothing to come back to. Fuck the recognition you get, excuse me, y'all, the recognition you get for a hard Aries type of journey. You know, and sometimes it makes people on the shadow side actually feel like I don't have a good relationship. I'm not good with my family and friends. I feel outcasted. And as an Aries rising, trust me, y'all, I've been there. I can get there. But then on a more mature, high vibing level, you have to get back to like, okay, you know, I'm an individual. I'm going to do me. People going to do them, you know, and that's all first house astrology. I'll make a video about first house astrology. But right now, this is about what you should have learned this Aries season, 2023. So, you know, you could definitely see that in a lot of ways. Now, a person zooming through the parking lot, you know. And watch out for car wrecks, too. Aries season definitely deals with that, too. If you had a lot of, like, injuries and things happening, a lot of NBA players been getting hurt right now, like, literally yesterday, 5 NBA players got hurt. Main stars, Giannis, Tyler Hero, Ja Morant, somebody else got hurt. I forget. Somebody else got hurt. Well, Paul George been hurt. You know, but it's been a crazy playoffs already. So watch out for that in Aries season also. I just want to throw a little quick bonus tip in there. Watch out for Aries injuries, because it's about fighting, it's about knives, it's about guns, and we all know, we see movies about it all the time. People always injuring themselves, fucking with knives, fire. You know, that's why they say don't play with fire. That's definitely an Aries sign summation. So I'm 20 minutes in right now. I don't want to make this shit too long, you know. So let's go over the first two things you should have learned so far. Number one, self-reliance and self-identity. You should learn that Aries season. Keep your inner fire burning, you know, from the root chakra on up. That's why we teach root chakra. You know, number two, how do we relate to others via relationships? Like, it's the card I brought to help, because we're living in this time right now per astrology, in the last arcana of Aries, the fourth of wands. You know, if you relate to people good, you're definitely going to feel that good coming home energy, people celebrating, you feel good. You want to make sure you relate to people the right way, because right now it's definitely easy to feel lonely in Aries season. Like, I got to do this by myself. Nobody don't want to help me. Blah, 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 blah. You know, watch how you coming off to people. And last but not least, to finish this up right now, we're going to talk about Aries season. What you should have learned is how to take advantage of opportunities, okay? So, like I said, and right now, this is a bonus right now, too, because right now we have Jupiter in Aries right now, and it's been there since, like, sometime last year in 2022. But Jupiter in Aries right now is definitely giving us a happy-go-lucky feel this Aries season. If you're somebody that's looking for work, relationship, connection with family, you know, looking for that better health routine, looking to connect more spiritual, you want more friends, you want to branch out your business, you want to build money for yourself, you're a homebody, whatever you want to do right now, Aries season was the best time to look for those opportunities on all avenues. You know, and me, for example, I took the advantage of Aries season, you know, to get new pinnacles, new money. And I do shadow card readings. If you guys want shadow card readings or birth charts, hit me up. So I did a reading for myself, and I had like a page of pentacles energy kind of come out. So I was like, oh, okay, bet. I'm going to fuck with the page of pentacles and try to really see what I can manifest with this right here. You know, so I went and got a new job, you know, and as I got the pen right here in my hand, the power of the pen is mightier than the sword. One of my teachers told me that growing up. And that's like a Aries sign ritual to say, but in an intrinsic mercurial type of way, because what you write down and what you say as like this video is a mode of channeling and transmitting and manifestation. So definitely take advantage of things like this Aries season. Like I was saying, Jupiter is conjunct the sun right now as I speak in late degrees Aries. So we can definitely expand. Jupiter brings expansion. Jupiter brings luck. Jupiter brings travel. Jupiter brings, in the shadow deck, the Wheel of Fortune. You know, we watched that show. You spin that wheel, boom, you can land on like a 10 grand letter. Boom, you busting up on the Wheel of Fortune. So right now, learn how to seize opportunities this Aries season. It's all about being bold. It's all about the competitive nature. Like I said about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a famous Aries that I just thought about. You know, his birthday was yesterday on the 16th. Shout out to Cap. You know, you got to be aggressive to get what you want. This Aries season, we saw the Lady Tigers win the first ever national championship for LSU. Shout out to them. Shout out to March Madness. The whole summation behind March Madness is, oh man, forgive me, I need something to drink. But the whole summation behind March Madness is you definitely want to be bold, be courageous, be competitive, and fight for the NCAA championship. It's March Madness. You know, we got girls doing this. We got the chicks pointing at the ring finger. Man, we showboating, we showing out. That goes back to that self-reliance, self-identity. And your girl is a Taurus. That's another video. But yeah, you know, you see that right now. Seize your opportunities. Go get your shit. You know, nobody really not going to help you get nothing in this life. I mean, people give you an advice. People give you an emotional boost. People give you tips here and there. But as Aries ruling the first house, you have to go get it. You have to go attack. And I know this because I'm a basketball player. I played sports my whole life. We can coach you. We can train you. We can eat you right. We can, well, not sexual, but we can tell you to eat right. They could tell you to do a lot of things, right? But it is crazy right now. This dude is just taking off running. Aries season, right? Popped out his car running. But yeah, basketball. We could teach you all these things right now, but you have to actually go out there and perform. You have to go out there and perform when the lights are bright. It's an Aries season thing. It's action. Go get it. Make it happen. Spontaneous, fire, combustion. When you think about Aries season, the energy of Aries, boom, out of nowhere. You just got to get up and go. You know, we can build you. We can make you a lighter. We can tell you that you a lighter. But until you put your foot down the pedal and hit that bitch, you know, you're not going to be able to go. So take your opportunities, you know. Take your opportunities. Watch out for injuries. So, you know, that's what you should have learned this Aries season. That's the last bullet that you should have learned this Aries season is opportunities, you know. Fight for what you want. You know, you want that girl, go get her. You know, you a chick watching this video, you want that dude, don't be scared to shoot your shot, say something, drop a line. You know, I guess a lot of dudes do have that masculine energy, as Aries season is a masculine sign. You know, the next sign, Taurus, is feminine. Then we alternate all throughout the zodiac. Understand we have a yin-yang even balance here on Earth. And you understand duality. So we're in masculine energy times right now. So we got the last couple days to go get it, go attack, go make it happen, go do what you do. You know, don't be scared, don't back down, you know. And if you down and out right now, hey, keep going. Taurus season, things gonna slow down a little bit. You have more time to think. But right now, Aries season a little faster. It's about opportunities, you know. Taurus season is more even about taking advantage of the opportunities. That's a whole different psychology for the mind and for the sun and for the motivation that we going through. But right now, the motivation is Aries right now. What we all can see and feel right now is that Aries sun. You know, that Taurus sun makes us a little hot, a little lazy, a little chill, make you want kind of, chill out in the land. But this Aries season, we getting up and going because it's the first sun since the fucking winter came, you know? But, yeah, y'all vibe high, man. That's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to go in on y'all a little bit, man. Talk some shit, man. See for 3. Y'all know me. Y'all want to read and tap in. You know, add my Instagram. My Instagram is Seedhoopz, SEEDHOOPZ. You know, hoops. 90s kid. I like the Z at the end. But add me on IG, man, Seedhoopz. Definitely be trying to put some readings up there, trying to get more consistent with this. Talking to my Scorpio homie the other day. He was like, man, you know, we got to go hard out here. And that's what I need to hear from the universe, right, in Aries season. And he don't even know. He a Scorpio, Martian energy. They like to go hard. So, you know, Aries is a masculine sign. Aries is ruled by the planet Mars. I just want to throw that in there before I end the video. Ruled by the planet Mars is about action. Once I said, you know, seizing opportunities, doing what you do. So, yeah, most definitely, man. You see this video, share it with somebody, watch it. If you want to watch it, just watch it, man. A lot of insights in here. I made it kind of long, but Aries season, man. Believe in yourself, go hard, don't back down. And it's the astrological new year, so be on some new shit. Let that 2020 shit die to the side. You know, whatever you believe in right now, manifest it. It is Aries season. And it's the playoffs, too. I mean, you got to go hard like the playoffs. So, everybody, y'all vibe high. This video is about what we should have learned this Aries season, 2023.